Morning, everyone. Welcome back to another week of nursing. I think it's officially week 8. Was it week 8 or week 9? I don't even know. Week 7. Week 8. It's week 8. That means my vlog is out of whack. Anyways, it's week 8 now. We moved on from neuro to GI. GI is quite complex, if you think about it. It's the thing that it's really hard to diagnose certain GI disorders because you could associate it with something else. So it's really, so you have to recognize like certain cues. Anyways, so we're gonna have a lecture about that or something. I don't know. And then we don't have a quiz, but we do have a quiz next week, and then it's gonna be banger after banger after that. So yeah, wish me luck. So peace. All right, chat. Another day finished. GI unlocked. So next week we do have a quiz for immune, neuro, and GI. So I do gotta study for the exam. So I gotta grind on that. I'm aiming for a high A for this quiz, but that's me being hopeful because there's hella material covered. But we got that. So this Sunday I will be on my clinical site. So hopefully we get to learn a lot, and I'll see you guys there. So peace. Morning, everyone. Sorry for the background noise. I am defrosting my car. Anyways, it's still week 8. I'm kind of out of whack because Tuesday and then all the way to Sunday. But anyways, we're gonna go to a hospital. My hospital full shift today. So yeah, hopefully I get to see something cool, learn something new, and do a lot of charting again. It is very important to learn that chart, by the way, because if you think it's a lot of work, wait till you get to the hospital. But I'll be back later. Here we are to end the week 8. I just finished my 12-hour shift. Sorry, let me just. Anyways, 12-hour shift done. So this is, man, I can't remember what week am I. I believe it was week 8. So this is the end of week 8. We have a quiz on Tuesday. So we're almost done. There's only 12 weeks in summer, so we have 2 more clinical rotation and our finals, and we're done. Today was pretty cool. I get to see how to use a translator. That was really interesting because our patient did not speak and they only spoke ESL and they were deaf. So it's really interesting. Even their family was also, I believe they were also deaf because they were using sign language and they couldn't hear us. So it's really interesting. I had one patient completely bedbound. Not like bedbound because we were able to ambulate them, but they don't talk, they don't really move, they can barely even swallow. That's why I was like, why is this patient not on NPO? We had to put on a suction because sometimes the food just like stays in their mouth, barely swallow the pills. That's why I was like, why is their pills oral, right? They should be at least like maybe I don't know, NG tube or NG tube. Yeah, one of my patients, she's here and there. She's cool, but she was complaining of pain, but also drowsiness. She did have a gabapentin, but that was for her neuropathic pain, but she didn't want it. And at the end of the day, she was complaining of like pain and stuff, and then she wanted it. She seemed a little confused, and the nurse noted that she looked a little depressed, probably from the gabapentin. My main patient for today was, she's really sweet, talkative, came in post-fall. Yeah, I was trying to rule out what it could have caused that post-fall, the fall, because she did have multiple episodes of fall. That's why she's probably here for rehab. They didn't rule out any cardiac or anything. Neuro, not even on her chart. HMP, I was reviewing it. I was like, so I did my whole assessment, right? And interestingly, I noticed peripheral vision deficits because I was doing my like simple assessments of the cranial nerves and your peripheral vision. I did notice that, and she was exhibiting signs of memory deficits, and she also struggles to find the words sometimes. So dysphagia, definitely. Yeah, but she was really sweet. I believe maybe her syncope was because of her tachybradycardia, and her heart went literally all the way to like 30 beats per minute, so that probably caused syncope. She also had breast cancer, so she probably had to take meds for that too. She was taking, I think she was on constant anti-neoplastic. Yeah. Anyways, that's my day for today. And one more thing that is like the highlight of my day, I guess, is not really like a highlight, but I did assist on an ileostomy bag change. So Google what that is. I don't think it's for everyone to see and actually experience in real life. It was pretty cool to me. So yeah, not that a lot of skills today, but yeah. Anyways, I will be back next week. Hopefully next week we get to learn more stuff, and good luck to me for my quiz. Have a good day, have a good life, enjoy the rest of your life or day.